Hey guys, today's topic is self-worth, and more specifically the reality if you have self-worth, it's gonna come with a price. Whether you want to take that price, consume that price is up to you, but it comes with a price. I'm definitely in an era right now in my life where it's like I know better, so I need to do better. I could really make the same dumb mistakes I've made in the past, have like my life in repeat, just making the same dumb mistakes, being in the same position I was in last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, etc. But I'm now in a space where I've made mistakes, I've acknowledged the mistakes I've made, and when these tests come back, I need to show that I've learned and not the fact that I'm repeating the same thing over and over again. Because baby, if you repeat the same thing over and over again, you are going to be stuck. When you decide to choose your self-worth, when you decide to learn the lessons from your mistake, the price that comes with it, first, you're going to be bored as hell. You're going to be bored as hell. You are going to have literally nothing to do. There's no one hitting you up. There's no roster to manage. There's no affection and intimacy. It's just you, yourself, and I. Or you, yourself, and you. And me, myself, and I. Us. And at first, it's all fun because you're like, oh, so peaceful. No one's bothering me. No one's son is stressing me out. Like, I love this. But girl, when the months start kicking in, it's been 2-3 months now. Then we get to 6 months, a year. It starts to feel like growing pains. Like, for some people, it gets easier, but for others, it doesn't. And if you know a lover girl, you know that in your heart, you want to be in a relationship, you want to be pursued, you want to have that family. Having self-worth is one of the most self-conflicting things you can put yourself in, because tests will be thrown at you. You're going to have different counterfeits come your way, and it's going to be up to you to decide that this is not for me. Yeah, I'm good. You have to make that active decision. Like, you know what? You're cute and all, but you're not who I need in my life. You're not who I can see a future with. The reality of things is it's not sustainable. You have to decide and put your foot down and be like, you know what? I need to choose myself. I need to put myself first, and I need to focus on myself. And they are beautiful things. Like when you get to that point where it's like you're full force on yourself, on building the life of your dreams, sis, it is the most amazing feeling. And it's the best decision that you can ever make, because a lot of people unfortunately will not make that decision. They will forever see their identity in their significant other. They will never give themselves the fighting opportunity of having their dream life. They will settle and be in a relationship that maybe isn't for them. But you deciding to focus on yourself, you deciding to put yourself first and to take all that lover girl energy and to pour it into you is a beautiful thing, because you just know from there on your life is going to change. But again, it's not always going to be a beautiful feeling. Like sometimes you're going to be bored as hell. Sometimes you're going to be lonely. Sometimes you're going to be isolated. But just know it's all part of the course. It's all part of what I like to call growing pain when you choose self-worth, right? Essentially, self-worth really just comes down to knowing your worth. You deciding what your worth means to you, and you following through with that day in and day out. When you go to different events or different, social gatherings, you are consistently practicing your self-worth. You are consistently putting yourself first and choosing yourself. You're choosing yourself and you're deciding, you know what, this situation doesn't serve me. I'm removing myself from this situation because I know my worth, and I know that this isn't going to benefit me. Yeah, guys, it's fun, but it's boring. It's boring. And I be talking to some of my girls, and a lot of them are really much loved up in relationships. And I love that. Like, even recently, one of my homegirls is in a relationship, and I love that for her. Like, she deserves it. Like, she has been through so much. She honestly deserves genuine love. So listen, that boy best treat her right, or I'm coming for his neck. We were obviously in the beginning of the year talking about how we're going to focus on ourselves, F men, this and that. I had a blip, but she left me. She's booed up now. And so now I'm by myself. I'll get out and do it on my own. But I'm okay with that. I've accepted that. Like, that's the route that I want to take. And for me, it's like me building the life that I want for myself is my priority right now. It is my priority. So choosing self-worth, as much as it may be boring, it's the way it needs to go. Because I'm not going to get to where I need to get to in my life if I'm constantly focusing on man and dating men. If you are a lover girl, you need to understand that your self-worth is going to protect you from some horrible experiences. Being a lover girl is not for the weak, because you just pour your everything into a man. You pour everything, your whole being. your whole being, you won't even be able to walk properly. You will even forget how to walk because you're just so consumed in someone's son. It's like your tunnel vision on him. And that's so dangerous because when it gets to that, then you start to forget your self-worth. You start to forget your standards, your values, and you start to put up with a lot. When that guy can identify the fact that you don't have any self-worth, unfortunately, a lot of men are actually really horrible. Instead of them seeing them as, oh, she's quite vulnerable, she needs to do the work, let me tell her like, oh, go over there. They're going to use you and take advantage of you and tell you everything that you want to hear until they can't no more. So it's going to be up to you to be smart and to be mature and to be grown and to quickly identify when a situation isn't for you. Run. Understand as well that you choosing your self-worth is the beginning of your life changing. As much as it is boring, as much as it feels like, oh, this is long, I want to enjoy myself, you know, I still have a life to live, I'm still young, When you choose your self-worth and when you choose your dreams and goals and you follow through with it, your future self is going to thank you. You sacrifice short-term gratification for the long-term success. So know and believe your future self is looking at you right now and hoping and praying that you are consistently practicing your self-worth and putting yourself first. Like, sis, be selfish. Choose yourself. Because let me tell you something. One thing about these men, they are very selfish. They will put themselves first over and over and over again. If a situation doesn't serve them, if there's a girl that ain't really that cute, they're not going to think twice. They're going to ghost. Like this. For them, they're so delusional and they view themselves so high. And especially some of them that aren't even of that value. They still respect themselves enough not to tolerate what they don't want. You have to do the same as a woman. You have to decide, you know what, I'm going to be delusional. I want as the minimum this and that. And if he can't give me that, then I'm good. I don't need a man because I know what I want. So come correct or don't come at all. It's that simple. It's the same way as if you're chasing your dreams and goals. You know there's a specific goal that you want and you know you're worthy of it. So you know you're not settling for a life that's less than that. You gotta think the same when it comes to dating and your worth, your value. Know that you're a very valuable woman and you deserve the world and more. And when you start to think like that, you start to live like that, eventually you're gonna attract the best type of quality that you deserve. But if you don't see yourself as that, if you don't see yourself as valuable or worthy of that, you're always going to tolerate BS. You need to decide, is it worth it for me to practice self-worth and potentially be lonely for a bit? Well, not lonely, but alone for a bit? Or do I just settle and go for the next bum because I don't want to be alone? I want company, I want to talk. That's going to be up to you. You have to make that decision for yourself, but know that each decision comes with a consequence. One decision may come with more positive consequences and the other one might not have as much positive consequences, maybe more negative. But it's up to you, sis. Your life. Do what works for you. But guys, that is it for this video. Definitely a little bit of a ramble, definitely kind of like everywhere, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.